Let's see. That going? Oops. That going? Oops. Sorry, I'm getting some issues popping on up. It looks like Rumble is bugging out. That Rumble kick. Okay, let's see.
Things are one. Please come over to make sure everything's.
Oh, great. Things are just bugging out. Okay, so 5 did not upload. 6 through 15 did. And worry about take a better look at those other ones later. Yeah, it looks like kick is just bugging out big time. Worry about that a little bit later. I'll just try restarting that a little bit later. That's going, that's going. There we go, that's cleaned on up. Cleaned up enough. Yep. Everything seems well enough right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Turn live chat windows. Okay, live chat windows are online. Okay, I think that's all good. Got a hard drive space, clean that up, and let me check my other computer. And I think everything is good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Nope, not. Browse games. I have replays. And this is the largest one, so we'll start with this one here. My apologies for the delayed start. Had some issues pop up. Either way, I think I got them all fixed. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age Mythology replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue patron goddess, we have Jack as 9-0. Spawn top right side as the red Hades, we got Divine. Let's see, when it comes to major and minor goddesses, of course the patron goddess is focused on technology, town centers and citadels wide, +5 population, you get Divine Shield for your monument, more range for the monument when it's empowered. You do also get a healing around the monuments when empowered. Technologies cost less, obelisks are 5 less gold and build 60% gold faster. When it comes to unique technology, Flooded Nile gives a little bit of food trickle, and Prosperity just good gold generation temporarily. Oops, I actually rotated the camera a little bit. Now everything's crooked. There we go. Of course, when it comes to Hades, he's a focus on ranged soldiers and buildings. You get a chance for free shade. Myth units have additional hit points. Range soldiers have 1 range and line of sight. Fortifications have 2 additional range, and ballistics and burning pinch are researched instantly and for free in the respective ages. When it comes to relics on the map, we do have dwarven horseshoes, improve cavalry speed by 5%. We do have the scepter. Can't speak. Farms are 25% cheaper, which is very nice to have. Easy transition to farms. Grass cutting sword makes infantry moves 5% faster somehow. And Anvil of Hepatus makes your armory technologies cost 50% less gold. Very handy indeed. When it comes to the age up, oh, that is a slaughter. Jose does corral all the deer over here, or elk, and that's just a pile of corpses there. For Hades, both of these initial gods are pretty nice for Ares. Athena, of course, is usually by default. The Restoration is good god power. Minotaur is a good frontline myth unit. The Labyrinth of Minos, infantry get more pure sorrow, which is not as important when fighting Egyptians. Saracia improves Hoplite's attack range and damage. Ares is more my preferred favorite. Cyclopes are an excellent frontline myth unit. It also got 3 very useful upgrades. 1 to improve your Toxtays, 1 to improve your Hoplites and Pajomos, to make Pajomos more excellent as a counter unit. And Hypasis, it makes them more effective and early. An early Hypasis would mean they will counter the Axemen and the Axemen will counter them. So it'd be a somewhat equal footing. A good frontline unit spam out Age 2 and versus Egyptians. But for the patron goddess, it's not uncommon to see a fast heroic. Could see Anubis or Boss. Anubis provides the plague service with okay god power. Anubis a decent jumping infantry or myth unit. More favor generation and a pathetically bad poison damage over time. Boss gives you the Eclipse, the Sphinx, better wood collection rate and chopping damage. Better food collection here. And of course, Parasphinx upgrades. I would put a bit more preference to Bast, since it provides just good economic attacks, and the poison damage not much, though Newest would be good versus for his favorite generation, so both are a good option, honestly. We have Anubis now queued on up here, while Hades is going for the Vault of Erebus, and we do have Athena being queued on up. So both can choose the option I would not recommend. Early Prosperity by Athena, or not Athena, by the patron goddess. She's likely going to be eyeing for a fast secondary town center since it only costs gold, and Prosperity is a good way to get that going. Priest on the field. We're just collecting some relics. The secondary town center does cost, I can't highlight it in the spectator mode. It's like 400 gold, right? Right now, the patron goddess has 600 gold. And does cost 500 gold approximately, it looks like. Pharaoh's coming to empower it. We got the Nubite ready to bite. And we do have Northern Minotaur and Ajax over here. So both players going for earliest town center. So a bit of mutual agreement there. Of course, Hades does offer the Sentinels a good defensive structure to help protect against raids, not against armies. We do now the Nubite push way forward. We may see the Sentinels here to help protect against the Nubite. Nubite does 11 damage, and the villagers do have plenty of hiding spots here, so not going for just yet. May just want to also try to keep it ready for the other town center. Nubite does do a manual jump there as Ajax is trying to stab him. Achilles got blown in field, but he's sort of just standing there menacingly. He does move at 5.3, which, Plague of Serpents there, while the Nubite does move at 5. Plague of Serpents does 90% less damage versus villagers. Villagers trying to shank the Nubite. Achilles needs to go straight for the Nubite. Ajax can stick around and fight the Plague of Serpents, though they only have minor inconvenience to the villagers. But Achilles is fast enough to pursue the Nubite, so I think he should be going to Nubite. So he's almost getting snared by the serpents. We do have what appears to be a storehouse going there to store all the houses. I hear a lot of obelisks being built in the field, ready to torment her opponent. Of course, these obelisks do cost 5 gold with the patron goddess. We do have Nephthys queued on up for the patron goddess, which provides, of course, the ancestors, Scorpion Man's gold rebate, better priest healing, and better priest and hero, priest and pharaoh capability. Nice and simple. We do have Nephthys going on up. And we do have Hades going for Aphrodite. I usually would recommend Apollo for Hades, since the Manticore is an excellent myth unit. Achilles is bringing back a relic. It is the Faster Cavalry relic. Multiple spearmen push forward, as well as the Nubite. The Nubite's ready to bite. Villagers getting stabbed now. Nubite jumps on in, taking a bit of damage, of course. The patron goddess is now aged up, can bring some ancestor help ambush these villagers. Right there would be excellent. Aphrodite is now queued on up, and various upgrades being researched as well. Red does have more villagers at the moment, but Blue forgot the towns are built first. Maybe Blue forgot to queue up the other villager queue? I mean, that's a sizable difference, like a minute or two more for villagers. Ancestors has been summoned. This villager may go down. Minotaur fire bold charge there. Got now the Nemean lion. Multiple sentinels now on the field. The Nemean lion is a giant cat who, like all cats, scream at their opponent in combat. And the sentinels, of course, do have no minimum range, which is very nice for them. Couple spearmans over here. We do have a camel rider here, which is good against range and cavalry. Oh, nice little, or not so little cursor. Gets all of them. How many piggies? 7 piggies. Gonna wee all the way to their new home, which would be my stomach. Excellent curse godfather there. Saved Red from a lot of pain there. I didn't realize there was that many units there. Did minions get turned into pigs? I wasn't paying close attention. It almost seemed like the minions also got turned into some pigs. I didn't think there were 7 units there. Maybe there was. Scout is down, not big surprise. And the priest is trying to smite the Pegasus. We do have now Chiron being queued on up, as well as Hepatis, which does give him access to the Plenty Vault. And the Weapons of Olympians is also improves his unique crossbowman to give him plus 20% damage. And Osiris is going on up as well. This seems like a pretty fast Mythic Age for both sides. Both players are going for a relatively fast Mythic Age, aren't they? It's at the 10-minute mark, and the Patron Goddess already has Osiris being researched. Ajax does go down, Nemean line getting hit. Does scream, does bold charge. Got some Peltast, Dark Age Peltast versus the medium camel riders. Oh, got the Scorpion Man over here. Sorry, I sort of missed that. Achilles is in pursuit. Right now, my mind's not 100% in it today. Scorpion hitting down south. And we do have this siege works going on up. We got some chariot archers being pulled in the field. I suppose a very fast Son of Osiris could be very nice. I'm not sure where the priest is at the moment. Camera Rider is trying to hit these villagers now, who are largely there unprotected. Bit healing down those camel riders. Villagers trying to stand and fight. More camel riders, the Scorpion Man pushing forward. Restoration helps save these villagers. Expensive restoration, I would say. Does heal some of these units pushing way forward. And Son of Osiris has been deployed in the field somewhere. Medium infantry, heavy range being researched by 80s. Going for a good number of hoplites. Guess he really should have wished he went for Ares at this point. The Prodromos having the extra divine damage would have been great. The hoplites, their extra divine damage wouldn't be half bad either. Barracks are under siege. Got more chariot archers, more camel riders. The Son of Osiris is firing away. The Nemean line should be smited soon. Norman the Minotaur is still alive. Now Norman the Minotaur is down. Nemean line goes down. default here. And right now, blue has a pretty sizable force there. With the Son of Osiris in the field, he may just want to go for more durable units rather than offensive units. He does have a good number of catapults to do the siege work while at it. He just needs a bit of a meat shield around them. Villagers being hit now. What's the healing has completed over here? Heavy chariot archers, heavy camel riders being researched, as well as desert wind increasing the melee damage of camel riders and hit points by the camel riders by another 15% and their speed by 15%. Thousands are going to go up. Villagers collecting some good amount of gold. Camel riders now going to try to hit the storehouse. Another prosperity summoned by the patron goddess. There's the Colossus. These will straight forward. This infrastructure can easily go down. Peltas starting to get overrun by those camel riders. Peltas only going to be useful against these chariot archers. No crenellations from the sentinels just yet, but they do have 26 damage, which is pretty nice. So our siege down this other town center now. The Son of Osiris is still pretty healthy, only took minor damage so far. The Colossus now advancing. And there's Perseus, turns the Scorpion Man into stone. Sentinels now researched. Or deployed in the field by this fortress. Villagers going to go on down there. The Colossus in the town center. Now that should be adequate enough siege weapon. Unique crossbow is now the build queue. The Gastropheteros. With incendiary arrows, this should have like times 23 damage versus buildings. Taking off a good number of the camel riders of the Peltas. Hoplites trying to hit the camel riders, but they're just going to rip apart too quickly. And Son of Osiris has taken some damage. This champion's about to be researched by Hades, as having not championed Peltas. Son of Osiris does take a bit of damage there. You have now a fortress going on up here. Blue's trying to rebuild a town center. Colossus is still alive. He's actually taking time eating trees in order to get some health back. If I can select on this tree, does It looks like he queued up a bunch of tree eats. It does take quite a bit of trees to actually heal up all the health. You can probably go to your opponent's gold mine and eat it. Many players forget the fact that Colossus can eat gold in trees for health. Good number of hoplites, but I think he needs Prodromos. Prodromos will defeat Camel Riders. The Camel Riders is more of a soft counter to cavalry compared to Prodromos. Other peltas here are in good numbers. He does have some unique crossbowmen as well. Right now, that 23 damage at a pretty slow attack speed, so 11.1. Peltas in comparison are at 5.8. These guys are 3 population, however. Mummy now deployed in the field. Immediately gets ripped apart there. That could have been the free one he originally got. And these guys also have excellent range, so they're able to outrange fortifications. See here, they're getting some great damage to going. The Miguel Stronghold right now has 90% range armor, so the times 23 damage will overcome that range resist. And then some. In order to overcome that range resist, you need at least a times 10 multiplier if my offhand math is incorrect. I really think the pillars should go for the unique crossbow more often. It's a good damage dealer. It may be not as high as Toxtay's, but their immense range and able to hit both structures and units quite well makes them very, very usable. Comparison to these Chariot Archers who have 19 range and have 3 population as well, they're slightly more expensive, but however much higher DPS will add it. When I say how much higher, I mean relatively similar at the moment. More Camel Riders, more Chariot Archers on the build queue. And he is building out some more mummies. Hades may just want to save up some more plentyfolds. Oh, another curse there. 1 Chariot Archer remains, and the hoplite should be able to pick it off. Let's take out that sentry tower there. And these structures just outright getting ripped apart. Camel Riders push way forward. I don't think Red has an adequate enough counter to the Camel Riders. Hoplites are good against them, but not perfect. Chiron does go down there. Some of these camel caravans being susceptible at it. Iron breastplate being researched by Blue. And the mummies are spewing their, whatever it's called. Curse. Mummy's curse. Got some more structures going up. Siege Workshop and Mid-Gold Stronghold. It's got some hoplites over here. And got catapults engaging the fortress. Barracks goes on up. Does get the catapult there. Hoplites push way forward. Mummy does get a bit of curse onto these guys. Got a number of shades here. Shades are not great, but they are of course free. Eltas doing a good job of focusing down the chariot archers. We got these hoplites now engaging those villagers over there. These forces do clean up another obelisk here. Perseus does turn something to stone. What? I'm not sure. Chiron needs to focus on that mummy. Good number of chariot archers in the field. Restoration pulled up by Red, able to rapidly recover all that health. Though Chiron did not restore up to full health there. Hoplites just charging way forward. Peltas being micro to hit all those chariot archers. We've got some of the shades coming on the flank. Does hit some of the chariot archers. Does take one of them out. And does turn another unit into stone. More hoplites, more Peltas being summoned by Red. While Blue is going for a very healthy number of camel caravans. Right now, Blue is pretty much scraping bottom the barrel of resources. He had 100 villagers at one point in time. May have lost some, maybe deleted some. Trying to go for the camels while making the military population high. Hades, of course, does have a plenty vault to aid him as well. And I would recommend him just start generating favor just to get more plenty vaults out. Large power of upgrades for Hades while added. We have now the Aphid Crown, it's called. Yep. Giving increased mummies hit points, range damage, as well as minion lifespan. That structure does go down. Mid-Gold Stronghold now under siege. Do now these camera push forward. Another Perseus turn something into stone. We'll also turn the mummy into stone. Very nice. Very healthy number of chariot archers in the field. Nothing special really affecting them other than, of course, get a gold rebate. Don't think there's anything else that's really affected them. No other mythological upgrade. They are 40 gold, so that rebate is a decent amount of gold rebate. Or gold refund. You do now have the Titan Gate being queued on up by the patron goddess. Camerata goes down, Villager goes down. Yeah, now the new kingdom, getting a second pharaoh now occasionally gets explored in the field. And looks like the pharaoh was empowering this monument there to get some nice AoE healing. Pile of upgrades once again for Hades. More camera riders and chariot archers now being queued on up. Patron Goddess has some spare population space, but problem is she's just out of food and not too high in wood or gold as well. Plenty of wood at the moment. $53 gold per trip for the caravans. Hades right now has a good stockpile of ore resources, so he can actually afford the Titan Gate if he decides to go for it. Camera artists move forward, taking a bit of damage there. Good number of chariot archers firing away. Nice AoE healing there from the Pharaoh, empowering the nearby monument. Hades actually pretty close getting a second plenty vault. Healing up those forces quite nicely. Another punch ball has been summoned out by Hades. Chariot archers firing away, getting some hits there on those hoplites. Good number of the Gastrophaetos, Tauros, the crossbowman. Crossbowman firing, not crossbowman. Chariot archers firing away. These units want to fall back. A handful of shades. Hoplites push way forward. Got another obelisk trying to torment his opponent. Good marker there by the chariot archers. And the Titan Gate's almost complete by the patron goddess. And we do actually the Silver Colossus research going, as well as Ore of Orthros. Looks like he's going for just all of the mythological upgrades. So he's just going for all of them, not really focusing on anything. I think right now Nemean Alliance would probably be a good call for Hades. Their mass AoE roar could be very nice, help lock down the front line so it can't really move around all too much. Hoplites push forward, chariot archers firing away. Counter does get destroyed. Trade Archers pushing forward in box formation. And the crossbow now taking out the mid-goal stronghold, getting some good damage onto it. Peltas engaging Trade Archers. And the Titan Gate's being built right there. Red's actually pretty close to it. Camel Riders trying to set up camels, getting camel traders, camel caravans, are drawing some fire, which actually is good for blue since he's trying to go for the Titan. Gold Colossus research has also been queued on up. 50 seconds away, Hades has now deployed out his own Titan Gate. I see a big pile of villagers swarm going to on the mini map. Red is starting to run out of steam over here. He has no real reinforcements, and he has plenty of population space. There's Hoplites and Peltas. Oh, that's a lot of his unique crossbowmen being summoned. More Camel Riders, more Trade Archers being queued on up by blue. Red or blue does have enough favor to bring another ancestors if needed. Now got some Heliopoli being queued on up by red. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ra has been summoned. Cerberus is still not too far away, 30 seconds. Trade Archers are using AoE healing. Ra does get a nice smash there. Oh yeah, and I always forget that in Retold, Titans don't destroy the trees nearby, while Gold Edition they just did. Oops, my apologies, hit my microphone. Does eliminate the front line. Heliopoli push forward, getting some good damage onto the Titan. Means he's just thrown into the Titan now. He needs his Red needs to redeploy his heroes out. Cerberus has been summoned, a 3-headed dog, which requires 3 times the amount of head paths, and also can traverse through this direction here. Of course, can also walk through walls. You can see there's skimmed that bit of walls there, instantly destroying it. Heliopoli in very large numbers. I'm so surprised to see this many Heliopoli. They do have a decent amount of health. They are 5 populations, so not exactly spammable. Titan's now trying to gauge Ra. Ra does try to smash the ground a little bit, and blue does resign the game. This ain't a great scene. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oh, is my stream working? See some stuff like says like it's offline. I think my OBS may be bugging out quite a bit. Give me a moment. It looks like it's fine on this side. And maybe just my OBS sort of bugging out. Oh well. Right now my mind's not exactly 100%. I'll see if I can't get another game in, but I am not in it today. Let's see, that looks like another Raw. We just did Raw, another patron goddess. Odin versus Zeus. Patron goddess versus Tsukuyomi. So let's do this one here. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age Mythology replay. Spawn on the bottom side as the blue Zeus, we got Hoplite King Prime. Spawn on the north side as the red Odin, got Aces, the Rappel. Oh, so these guys make a different sound there. Either way, when it comes to these major gods, we do have infantry, Zeus focuses on infantry and heroes, starts with additional favor, gains favor faster, Mythians cost one less population, very nice, particularly for Manticore. Infantry do additional damage to buildings, and hoplites do move faster. Bolt if you want something dead, and Limping Heritage give your heroes more hit points and a little bit of health regen. Odin, of course, is the focus on the Great Hall units. Dwarves and Gatherers hunt faster. Great Hall units generate more favor in battle. Human soldiers and heroes generate a little bit of health per second, and you get 2 free ravens for its unique. Says Great Hall units, but a little bit extra favor means it's not really too crazy. It doesn't give them any massive bonus. His mythological upgrade is and pursues the All-Star speed and damage against myth units. So it says Great Hall, but he's not really Great Hall in my opinion. Just some nice supplementary stuff, but nothing too big focus. When it comes to aging up, Odin could of course go for Freyja or Heimdall. Heimdall's good for his excellent god power, a good myth unit for a force multiplier, and some lackluster upgrades of just cheaper buildings, have walls and towers have more hit points, and faster train and research rate. It's nice, but nothing too crazy. Freyja does off the forest fire god power, the Valkyrie a good mounted healer, more cavalry speed and hit points is better for the Great Hall units. And summery improve hero hit points and enable the Goatee early, which is also a Great Hall unit. Zeus, of course, can give you Athena or Hermes. Give you access to Restoration, the Minotaur, the Age of Shield for increase Pierce Armor, and Sarasia for increased Hoplite. Or you can also go for alternative to the Freyja, which is Hermes, Ceasefire, Centaur, speed and line of sight for Pegasus, and speed and damage for Cavalry. Both of them are pretty similar, honestly, when it comes to a lot of aspects. Dwarf down, collected some gold. Doing some housing there. It hasn't used Great Hunt just yet. Gets better as the ages progress. So we'll probably just use Age 2 and sort of corral some of these units together. Maybe you use on these deer up here, the spotted deer. We indeed have spotted them.